snake senses the shift. It does not feel fear, but it cannot ignore the rising tension. The African cobra is a fearsome predator. It can kill an antelope, even a leopard, if its strike lands perfectly. But this time, it is not facing a lone enemy. It is surrounded. A single mongoose steps forward, small, swift, fearless. It does not lunge, does not rush. Instead, it circles the snake with careful steps, its agile paws barely making a sound on the dry earth. A step forward, a step back, a calculated tilt of the head. Its eyes never leave its opponent. The cobra rises, its hood flaring wide, head lifting high, its body stretching into a striking posture. It lashes out with lightning speed, but its fangs find only empty air. The mongoose has vanished before the venomous bite can land. The battle begins. The mongoose does not fight with brute strength. It fights with strategy. Each time the snake strikes, the mongoose disappears, dodging in the blink of an eye. But the cobra does not realize it is being drawn into a deadly game. Each attack grows more frantic, each strike faster, but still missing, it twists, trying to reach its elusive enemy, and that is its fatal mistake. The trap is set. The circle tightens. From another angle, a second mongoose moves like a flash of lightning. In a single, precise leap, its sharp jaws clamp down on the back of the snake's head. The cobra thrashes violently, its tail slamming against the ground, its coils constricting in a desperate death grip. But it is too late. The mongoose has struck the killing point. The snake's struggles weaken, its lifeless eyes darken, its triangular head droops. A few seconds later, all movement ceases. The little warriors do not celebrate. They do not fight over the fallen snake. No one rushes to tear at its body. This was not a hunt. It was a battle to defend their land, their family. The victorious mongoose releases its grip, gazing down at its defeated enemy. There is no triumph in its eyes, only the calm certainty of a duty fulfilled. And then, as if nothing had happened, the mongoose clan resumes its work. The sentinels return to their posts, the foragers go back to turning over dry grass in search of insects, and the young ones curl close to their protectors. No panic, no one left behind. In the savannah, there is no place for weakness, but the rulers here are not the ones with the sharpest claws. They are the ones who fight with intelligence and strategy. Today, the mongoose clan has won. But they know that tomorrow another challenge will come, and they will fight again, just as nature has shaped them to do for thousands of years. The sky stretches endlessly above, cloudless and vast. A single dark shadow glides across the sunlight, casting a slow, shifting silhouette on the ground below. With wings spanning nearly 6 feet, the martial eagle drifts effortlessly, creating spiraling air currents as it hovers high above. It does not rush. For this predator does not rely on brute force, but on absolute patience. From its lofty perch, razor-sharp eyes sweep across the savannah, searching for the faintest sign of movement. A tail flicks out from behind a bush, a subtle rustle in the dry grass. One small mistake is all it takes to become prey. But below, The mongoose clan is anything but careless. As the shadow sweeps past, a single sharp call rings out. No one panics, no one runs. Immediately, the entire clan rises, their small eyes burning with focus. Together they emit low, unified warning calls. We are not alone. The martial eagle blinks, adjusting its wings to reassess. What it sees is no longer a collection of small creatures, but a single, coordinated force. Something strange, something unpredictable. It has seen this before. Attacking a mongoose clan that stands its ground is a mistake. But the eagle is not so easily deterred. It circles above, waiting for a lone individual to break away from the group. Yet the mongooses understand this as well. There is no clear signal, yet all at once they disperse. Each one moves in a different direction. One dives into a bush, another slinks into a rocky crevice, while the rest weave through the terrain, vanishing completely from sight. The martial eagle beats its wings harder, scanning desperately for a target, but every trace of movement is gone. It circles one last time before silently turning away, searching for easier prey. Below, a pair of eyes peeks out from a rocky gap. A mongoose sniffs the air, then issues a soft call of reassurance. One by one, the tiny figures reappear, slipping back into place, continuing their work as if the giant predator circling above had never existed. No one was lost, no one was harmed, no one strayed from the clan. Beneath the dry, cracked earth, where tunnels weave between roots and scattered stones, a new generation is stirring to life. Tiny newborn mongooses, their eyes still tightly shut, their fragile bodies curled together for warmth. They do not yet know that the world outside is a ruthless battleground, where only the swift and the clever can continue the journey. But from the moment they open their eyes, they already have one advantage. They are not alone. Unlike many predators, mongooses do not abandon their young, nor do they entrust them to a single caregiver. As the first rays of sunlight filter through the burrow's entrance, the adults are already in position. Some stand watch, their sharp eyes scanning the savannah, ready to detect the first sign of danger others hunt, bringing food back to the helpless newborns. But the clan cannot protect them forever. One day, these tiny creatures will have to step into the light and face their first real test. The first day outside the burrow holds no warm welcomes, no comforting embrace, no detailed instructions. They learn only by observing, by trying, and by failing. Out here, no one waits for them to grow up. There is no time for hesitation. Their first lessons begin with the simplest of tasks. An adult mongoose drops a small cricket in front of the pups. One lunges forward, clumsy and imprecise. The insect leaps, vanishing into the grass. Another tries again, slower, more focused. A swift pounce. This time, the prey is caught between tiny, determined jaws. But not all prey is defenseless. The next challenge, a scorpion. Its tail arches high, ready to strike any reckless attacker. One pup, eager but inexperienced, rushes in too quickly. The venomous stinger lashes down, barely missing its paw, a painful but necessary lesson. The second attempt is different. Another pup steps forward, but it does not make the same mistake. It waits, watching closely. The moment the scorpion raises its tail, the mongoose lunges from the side, locking its jaws around the scorpion's head before the sting can land. But the final test will determine who truly has what it takes to survive. This time, the opponent is a venomous snake. No protection from the clan, no one to shield them. The pups must now face a real threat, a predator that can kill them in an instant. They have seen the adults battle snakes before they know the clan's strategy, how one provokes while the others wait for the perfect strike. But this time, there is no guidance. The clan moves on. The young ones who have passed their first trial will continue to grow, to learn, to fight. One day, they will be the sentinels, the warriors protecting the next generation. The savannah makes no room for the weak. Only those who adapt the fastest will endure. A gentle breeze drifts across the savannah, carrying a thin veil of dust over the cracked earth. No more roars, no more desperate chases. But beneath this quiet, another battle is about to begin. Not between predator and prey, but between rivals of the same kind. Mating season has arrived. For most of the year, male ostriches wander alone, but now they have a greater purpose, securing a harem, ensuring the next generation. In the open plains, a dominant male stands his ground, his sleek black feathers glistening under the sun, his wings spread wide, not as a threat, but as a declaration. A deep, resonant call rumbles from his throat, not to intimidate, but to announce his presence. From a distance, the females watch carefully. But they will not choose a mate based on display alone. They need a warrior, one who can fight and endure. A shadow appears on the edge of the grassland. Another male is approaching. He does not rush. He does not flaunt his strength immediately, but his eyes say everything. He has not come to back down. This is not a race. This is not a chase. This is a battle. There are no roars like a lion's, no ambushes like a leopard's. But as the two males face each other, the tension crackles through the air. They do not charge right away. They analyze, they wait. Then, suddenly, a kick is thrown. The challenger dodges, but he does not retreat. He counters instantly, his sharp claws raking forward, striking with force. A kick is not just about brute force. It is a calculated strike. They do not charge blindly into battle. Each attack is aimed at the opponent's weak points, the chest, the head, where a precise blow can end the fight. There is no place for weakness in the wild. Only the strongest deserve to lead. Dust rises with each powerful stomp. Long necks whip against each other. Muscular legs deliver relentless kicks. Sweat begins to glisten beneath thick feathers, but neither fighter backs down. The females continue to watch, waiting for a victor. Then, the decisive moment arrives. One male starts to falter. His breaths grow heavier, his steps slow. His rival does not hesitate. A stronger, more precise kick lands, and in an instant, the battle is over. The defeated ostrich struggles to rise, but the fight is done. There is no rage, no prolonged, meaningless battle. The loser quietly withdraws, surrendering the flock to the stronger male. This is not humiliation. This is nature's law. The victor stands tall beneath the golden glow of the setting sun. He does not need to roar to declare his dominance. His triumph speaks for itself. Slowly the females approach, observing him closely. They do not choose the most aggressive contender. They choose the one who endures. The sun sinks below the horizon, painting the savannah in hues of orange and crimson. A final breeze sweeps across the land, carrying away the dust of the battlefield. There is no hatred, no regret, only the unchanging rule of nature. Tomorrow, another challenger may rise, another battle may unfold, but today the strongest has claimed his place. On the savannah, only those who are worthy leave their mark. The silence of the savannah never lasts. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting a fiery glow over the land, the steady footsteps of the ostrich flock continue across the dry grass. The victor of the battle has secured his place, but in the wild, dominance is not what truly matters. What determines the future of a species is the next generation. Beneath the sun-scorched earth, a tiny miracle is taking shape. Nestled in a shallow hollow, hidden among the low grass, an ostrich nest lies still, giant eggs waiting for the moment of awakening. There is no absolute protection in nature. The adults may fight for the flock, but for those yet to be born, survival is far more fragile. Both the male and female take turns incubating the eggs. By day, the female's greyish-brown feathers blend seamlessly with the sandy ground, keeping watchful predators at bay. By night, the male takes over, his black plumage shielding the nest under the cover of darkness. They cannot protect the eggs from every threat, but they can at least give the next generation a fighting chance. A faint crack echoes in the still air. A small fissure spreads across the surface of an eggshell. Tiny beaks tap tirelessly against the hard exterior, determined and relentless. And then a chick emerges, its eyes blinking at the harsh world for the first time. There is no time for adjustment. Within hours, they must rise to their feet, their unsteady legs wobbling as they struggle to follow the flock. But nature never waits. Above, a shadow glides across the sky. The African hawk eagle has spotted its target. It does not need brute force. It does not need a prolonged chase. All it requires is a single, weak chick, one that cannot keep up. A warning call rings out. The chicks immediately drop to the ground, their small bodies blending with the sand. The eagle circles, scanning for movement, but finds none. Within seconds, it gives up and moves on, searching for an easier meal. Once again, the smallest have survived, not through strength, but through instinct. But danger does not only come from the sky. In the distance, a lone hyena lurks. It knows that a full-grown ostrich could kill it with a single kick. But a stray chick is another story. The young are not sheltered. They are not coddled. They are taught to survive. The flock keeps moving, neither running nor panicking. They cannot shield their young forever, but they can teach them the lessons of survival. Those who cannot keep up, who fail to watch, to learn, will not last long. The first few days pass and the harsh laws of nature take their toll. Some chicks are too slow, too weak, too unlucky. They fall behind and nature makes no room for the sluggish. Only 10 to 15% will survive to adulthood. Those who remain are the ones who have learned, who understand the signals of the flock, who know how to use the terrain to disappear, who react the moment a predator appears. The survivors are stronger now, their legs are sturdier, their instincts sharper. Behind them, faint footprints fade into the hot sand. The fallen have become part of the unforgiving cycle. Not all are meant to survive. Only the worthy continue the journey. And that is how nature endures. Across the vast grasslands of the Ngorongoro crater, a fearsome kingdom reigns supreme. No rival is worthy, no challenger strong enough. This is the realm of true kings, the lions. But behind their majesty lies a world of blood-soaked battles, masterful hunts, and the harshest trials of survival. No lion rules the savannah alone. They are not solitary rulers. In Ngorongoro, lions live in prides, a complex social structure perfected over thousands of years. A typical pride consists of 3 to 15 adult lionesses, the primary hunters, and 1 or a few dominant males, fierce warriors who defend their territory. Lionesses are the heart of the pride. They are not just hunters, but also devoted mothers. When a cub is born, the entire pride helps protect and nurture it from predators. But life on the savannah is unforgiving. Nearly half of all lion cubs do not survive to adulthood. They must learn to hunt, to fight, and most importantly, to survive. At the center of the pride stands the dominant male, a creature of both power and brutality. He rarely hunts but will fight to the death to protect his pride. Lone male lions, outcasts wandering the savannah, are constantly seeking to overthrow him. When a new male takes control, he kills all cubs that are not his. A ruthless act, but one that ensures his bloodline endures. Lions are neither the fastest nor the strongest hunters. They do not have the cheetah's speed or the African wild dog's endurance. But they possess something no other predator has: perfect coordination. A lion hunt is not a simple chase. It is a meticulously planned military operation. Once prey is spotted, the pride swiftly moves into position, stealthily closing in. One lion distracts and confuses the target. Another moves from the side, while the final strike comes from behind, swift, deadly, and precise. Not every hunt ends in success. A powerful kick from an antelope can leave a lion seriously injured. A raging buffalo can toss an attacker into the air with its lethal horns. Sometimes a lion pays the ultimate price for a single meal. Male lions rarely join the hunt, but when they do, it is a display of sheer power. A single male can take down a full-grown buffalo, though at great risk. Every strike, every bite is a gamble between hunger and survival. The savannah is not just about hunters and prey. It is a battlefield of endless rivalries. One of the fiercest battles here is the clash between lions and buffalo. Buffaloes are not easy prey. When lions attack, the herd does not flee immediately. Instead, they form a circle with the strongest adults shielding the young at the center. When buffaloes decide to fight back, the battle is brutal. One wrong move, and a lion can be sent flying by a charging buffalo. But the lion's greatest enemy is not the buffalo. It is the hyena, a cunning hunter, a bold thief. Hyenas are intelligent warriors, always looking for an opportunity. A large enough hyena clan can steal a lion's kill. or even take down a lone lion if it lets its guard down. The war between lions and hyenas has raged for centuries. Their vicious encounters are not just about food, but about dominance. A full-grown male lion can kill a hyena with a single bite, but when outnumbered, even the king of the savannah must retreat. No throne on the savannah lasts forever. Every male lion knows that his reign is temporary. As age weakens him and his strength fades, lone nomads begin eyeing his pride with ambition. When a new male arrives, a fight is inevitable. If the ruling male loses, he is cast out, sometimes killed. The pride falls under new leadership, and cubs that are not of the victor's lineage are eliminated, making way for the next generation. It is nature's harshest rule. Only the strongest may survive. Amidst the towering cliffs and endless savannas of the Ngorongoro crater, where mighty predators like lions and hyenas dominate the land, there exists a different kind of hunter. The leopard, a master of concealment and lightning-fast attacks. The leopard is the most elusive big cat of Ngorongoro. Unlike lions, it does not flaunt its power. Unlike hyenas, it does not rely on a pack. It is a silent assassin, a ghost of the forests and grasslands. Its golden coat, adorned with jet-black rosettes, provides perfect camouflage among the shadows of trees, dense bushes, and even rugged, rocky terrain. Unlike many other predators, leopards possess an extraordinary ability to adapt. They can thrive anywhere, from vast grasslands and dense jungles to arid semi-deserts. Yet no matter where they live, they remain silent, mysterious, never revealing their presence unless they choose the moment to strike. In the unforgiving wild, every species has its own survival tactics. Lions rely on strength and teamwork. Cheetahs use their unmatched speed to chase prey across open plains. But the leopard has its own method, a perfect blend of stealth, patience, and a deadly ambush. A leopard does not rush into a hunt. It watches, waiting patiently in the shadows, each step silent and deliberate. Hours can pass as it tracks its target, studying every movement, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. When locked onto its prey, the leopard melts into the darkness, using the terrain to remain unseen. Its body moves without a sound, eyes fixed on its target. It does not charge recklessly. Instead, it closes in inch by inch, remaining undetected until it is too late. Then, in a flash, without warning, without hesitation, it strikes. In mere seconds, it pounces with immense force, clamping its powerful jaws around the throat of its prey, ending any chance of escape. In the wild, speed and precision are the keys to success. But the hunt does not end here. On the open plains of the Ngorongoro, nothing is safe when left on the ground. Hyenas and lions are always lurking, ready to steal a leopard's hard-earned kill. That is why the leopard has a unique advantage. Its Its incredible strength allows it to drag prey high into the trees, beyond the reach of any rival. Even an antelope twice its weight can be hoisted effortlessly,